friends, this is Sabrina Barella. I'm a mortgage loan officer with Military HomeSpot Lending, and today I want to talk about loan limits around the VA home loan. So in some regards, that might sound a little bit like a trick question because it's gonna depend on if it's your first time or not, or if you have an open entitlement or not. So one of the coolest things, you guys, about the VA loan now is that if you have a full open entitlement, meaning you do not have any VA loans open currently, you actually do not have a loan limit. You are not even limited by the county loan limit, right? For like, whereas FHA and stuff give you max limits for the loan, VA does not have that. So if you have an open entitlement on your certificate of eligibility, you have no other VA loans open, then you literally are only, I don't want to say limited, but the only thing that's gonna impact the limit is your income to debt ratio, okay? So you do have to qualify, your credit does have to qualify, your income does have to qualify, but there's no maximum loan. So people, I've seen people that have done VA loans 100% financing at $3 million, at $5 million, even higher in some cases. So 100% financing on multi-million-dollar loans that you can do with a VA loan. Absolutely amazing, you guys. So cool. So definitely something worth considering and checking out if you qualify for the VA loan. Now let's talk about if you do have an existing VA loan and you are going to what we would call your secondary entitlement, which would mean that you now you're going to keep your existing VA loan and you're now going to take out a second VA loan on top of that. So you will have two at the same time. So when it comes to that, the VA loan, the first VA loan is going to already be on your certificate of eligibility. So now for a secondary entitlement, to see if that is an option or what you would have available, that is going to be limited by the county loan limit. So how that is calculated, and follow with me here, okay? And if you have any more questions, my information is in the comments. So secondary entitlement. We're going to take the current county loan limit, and keep in mind these increase each year, you guys. So the current county loan limit, let's say, which I believe this year in 2025, it's $806,500 for most of the country. I'm going to say 800 just to keep it easy. So let's say 800,000 is the county loan limit. Let's say your first house was $500,000. That means that $500,000 is charged to your certificate of eligibility until that loan is either paid off, the house is sold, or it can get refinanced out of VA into, let's say, FHA or a conventional. Oftentimes, if you're buying a new primary and maybe you're converting it to an investment property, go into a conventional loan. That's going to clear up your certificate of eligibility. However, if it's still existing, that means the difference, so the 800 minus 500 is going to leave you 300,000, and that would be the total amount as a secondary entitlement that you could use to buy a new home at 100% financing. Now, it is possible to go over that, so you could get the 300,000, and maybe you want to buy another house that's, say, 400,000. Then what would happen is the difference between the 400,000 and the 300,000 entitlement you have left, you would have to pay a 25% deposit on the difference. So 25% of 100,000 is 25,000. That would mean in that case, this specific scenario, you would be bringing $25,000 down payment to the table for the second house, and then you could do that as well to buy a house that's more. So that's secondary entitlement, and hope that helps. Hope that answers the questions. Oftentimes what people will do is, the VA wants you to be in your primary, so it does have to be a primary residence. That is something, if we haven't gone over in other videos, VA is only for primary residence. So when you have your primary residence, they want you to be there for at least a year. But then after that, you could move. You could buy a bigger house, a house in a new area, whatever that looks like. But you buy the second house, now you're using your secondary entitlement, and this first house is going to convert to an investment property, and maybe you're going to rent it out. And it can still stay under your original VA loan, which is why, I think it is advantageous where you can to keep it, because your interest rate is locked in, you don't have mortgage insurance, you don't have all these things, but then, so you're basically paying primary residence costs and rate and all that terms because it was your primary when you bought it, but now you're buying your second home. That home is becoming an investment property, but you're going to keep the loan as when it was primary. So that isn't advantageous, when we do have the amount to work with. So anyhow, guys, I hope this helps. If you have specific scenarios, questions, anything about your personal situation, work history, anything like that, guys, anything about buying a home, I would love to connect. We are currently licensed to lend in 42 states across the country. So chances are we can help you. So reach out to me, fill out the instant pre-qualification. Take a few minutes, you guys. Fill out that link in the comments below or in the notes below. It will tell you in just a few minutes how much you can qualify for. Okay, it's amazing. There's no hard credit check required for the pre-qualification. Or if you're ready, if you have questions you want to discuss with me, you're ready to get on the phone, you can definitely go on the website as well, book an appointment with me, you guys. The calendar link is in there too. So anyhow, I hope you have just a wonderful day. Gosh, you guys, owning a home, we do call it the American dream, okay? And it is an adventure, it is a journey, but make sure you have the right people in your corner, okay? Make sure you have the right people who have your six. So again, my name is Sabrina. Would love to connect soon, you guys. Have a great day.